What's up, guys? It's been a while. Last episode, we built this thingy. And it is, in fact, actually a shulker farm. Since that episode, there's been like 2 update cycles, which is ridiculous. And I'm sure some of you guys are wondering what I've been doing. I've been working on the sorting system. We were operating out of this. Oh, hey, there's a wither skull there. That's cool. We were operating out of this shipping container, and we've kind of outgrown it a little bit. And as I've come to find out, I hate organizing. I'd rather do anything else than be organized, which is funny because my day job as a chef requires a lot of organization. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's all a big mess. So, I decided to build Mumbo Jumbo's multi-item sorter. It looked easy. You know, the redstone is understandable for me, at least. And, yeah, so I built it, and I've spent a couple of months getting familiar with it. And of course it's broken right now, so I can't show you it working. At least maybe this side's not broken. Let's put some stone in this hopper. Yeah, okay. This side's working, this side is not. So what we have here is an input chest, and the items are split if we've got heaps into both sides. That way it's twice as fast. And essentially all we're doing is looking at this hopper minecart and seeing if it's got a signal strength that is greater than this. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I think that's slightly wrong, but oh well. And yeah, if we put some items in there, it should fire after a couple seconds and find its module. So, don't like that. The minecart comes along here, and above us we've got chests with all our different items sorted out. And if there is a matching item in one of these chests with what's in the minecart hopper minecart, the item will be sucked out of this chest and into the hopper. And if we go above, we've got some comparators looking at the chest, and when that item empties out, I'll show you with this. Say grey concrete is in the hopper. This redstone deactivates. Let me try. If I move the grey concrete out, this redstone changes power level, which allows this redstone torch to be turned on, which powers these blocks here. And underneath we've got the rail. You see how it's bent this way? That's a goop thing. See how it's changed the other way now that we've got the block in there? So when the block is pulled out, the minecart will change its direction from continuing down the line and into this module. And it'll offload all the items in it, and then it'll go back to the loading bay. It's a big fancy process to basically get a whole bunch of items into one segment. So yeah, we got lights in this one. I assume this is stone. And then this is our junk chest, so it's got everything that I haven't sorted or bothered to sort out so far. And my idea was to take these and put them in shipping containers, like over there, but a little more specialized for certain blocks. So it comes along these water streams, down here, and into their respective storage container. And what we can do, it's pretty cool, so we can stack these 3 high, is my theory, by using water columns. We could probably even do more. It would just get a little confusing and delicate. But you can see we've got a water column here that is dropping off, I don't know what this is. Yeah, utility blocks. And then this water column here is dropping off, I think that's wood. Ow. Yeah, wood. And then I hazard a guess that this is redstone. Yep. The plan is to have this section of land here all just be filled with shipping containers. And this will be my storage system, basically, from now on. But like I said, I don't like being organized. This has taken me over 2 months, and I really, really have no passion for the project at this current point in time. It's a cool idea, and it will get done, just not right now. So, the best thing to do when you face a roadblock with challenges, it's tough, is just to avoid it. Let's go do something else. This is Minecraft. We don't actually have to do anything. We can do whatever we want. So I'm going to dump all my stuff in my unorganized chests. And let's go explore the new updates. I have no idea where anything is, so this may take a while. The way we're going to do this, grab some rockets, is we're going to go update by update. Let's find an anvil somewhere. I'm sure there's heaps. We build with lots of anvils. Ooh. Oh, I think a resource pack needs updating. Anyway, so we're going to explore by specific updates. So, 1.21.4 and 1.21.5. Alright, let's go play some...
Walking down the street, Maddie Klein and her fabulous loving machine. In the place where I used to be, he almost looks like a human being. And here she comes walking down the street. Maddie Klein sure loves her little loving machine. Sometimes he holds her hand too tight. Ooh, but that's alright. 'Cause he'll never leave. No, he'll never leave. But will he ever pull her hair like she likes? No, but that's alright.
Honestly, this biome is so cool. If I could stay here, if we could have built the city in this biome, that would have been awesome. Let's get collecting. I'm going to start with the flowers, because these things are awesome. Wow, the potential to get lost in this place is crazy. I also didn't bring a bed, so it should be fun. Mojang wasn't kidding when they said this place really comes to life at night. Like, it's real hard to find anything interesting like eye blossoms during the daytime, but they stick out like a sore thumb at night. Like, yeah, they're just tucked away in here. I like Mojang playing with the day cycle. I know in 1.21.5 they introduced fireflies, and they only activate at night or in really, really dark places. And I think I prefer them only around at night. I think it adds more life to a build, and I know we like to throw that around a lot, but sometimes life is only awake at night, you know? Alright, we're almost at a stack. And the same with these flowers. They've got 2 phases, one for day and one for night. Very cool. Very cool idea. Let's get some wood. This is the main star of the show. White wood. Cool. Let's add these to the war chest. I decided to take a stroll while waiting for it to become night. Look at this. This is so cool. This reminds me of this one book. I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. I gotta go find it. I, in fact, could not find it, and this is going to drive me insane. But it reminds me of this old book that I used to read as a kid, where these these children, they're stranded on a beach. Or maybe they're not stranded, but they're left on a beach. And they're told not to go into a forest because it'll eat you alive, basically. You'll become one with the forest and you'll never find your way out again. And you'll lose your color. And the way this reminded me so much of it. But you imagine this is the beach. You're sitting right on the edge. And there's a forest behind you. And one of the kids goes in. Everything that this older person said to them happened. They got lost in the jungle. And they lost all their color and they became super grey. And the other kid waited on the beach. And eventually the guy came back to pick them up. And he asked where the other kid on the beach had gone. And the kid replied, he went into the forest. And so the guy went in and saved him and brought him out. It reminded me so much of this kid's book. And I have no idea where or what that book was called. And it's driving me insane. Maybe you guys can help out. If not, it's a cool story. Awesome, we found some firefly bushes. This is probably going to be an editing nightmare because OBS just keeps freezing on me. So my first-person player perspective is lost, essentially. Anyway, let's keep looking for some firefly bushes. These are awesome. Also, do we get lodestones? Oh, we got a lodestone, amazing. Love that. That's cool. Oh, do I spy with my spyglass the new bush? I'm scared. A bone meal one, just to be safe. Turn bones, these old bones into bone meal. Now, can I? I cannot. Can I? I can. Right. No need for shears. This kind of makes my achievement, the lodestone in my starter base, kind of null and void, basically. Because now we can craft them without any real issue. But I still think it's really cool, because now I can use it as a decoration block. And also use them as waypoints throughout the world, where we can have compasses. Oh, the fallen log! Wow. So majestic. Yeah, now we can use lodestones as a way of taking coordinates without having to pull up F3. It's really nice. I think up here's a great spot for our build. Hey look, there's a village in the background. Yeah, I think this will be prime location, obviously with a little terraforming. But let's build a build. And it's going to be really cool. And I'll maybe talk about it later. We'll see.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the f is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon. Fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater.
Taking chances, word tap dancing with wolves in the ice arena out there deep in the woods of Arizona. The sun be out, life's ironic, ain't it? Trying to be Dali when I write surreal life up painted vivid. Habitat crazy insane, watching propaganda 6 o'clock news and insane. Cultures clash, all black folk and white trash. They rebel in the cyberspace that might crash. Dash to millennium, a million miles are running. At the speed of now, bound no return gunning. Rambo style gun, old child gunning. Ambo plow 2 times loud, stunning. Stunning when it hits ya, lift you off the earth like, hey yo, take you right back to earth. And wonder why, they might wonder why this shit might happen, but it does. It go
Drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and
So, here's the build. Originally, I was going to have it ruined, and I still might ruin it, actually, because it still feels maybe a bit too posh. But, I don't know, I kind of like it all smooth and pristine. Moving on, though, I have a newfound respect for B-dubs placing grass in Hermitcraft. I think a lot of us, let's be honest, a lot of us overlook the grass placing. But I spent an entire day doing all this. There's a lot in here that can only be found in certain biomes, you know, or what are these called? Alliums. These are only found in a specific biome as well. There's all of these flowers, like these, the eye blossoms, that are in the Pale Garden. I think it's that way. There was a lot of flying around to do, just to do all this. It's totally worth it. Look at this. This is so cool. Got the rabbits over there with the sunflowers. The sunflowers? Oh, aren't they cool? Anyways, I was exploring the update, and the inspiration for this came about because I've been watching a little show. Some of you might know it. It's called Frieren Beyond Journey's End, I think it is. Frieren. It's an anime. And in it, there's like two shots, literally like 10 seconds, and you see a ruined, what I assume, chapel with this huge angel statue in the middle. It's very cool. And then you see Frieren turn the surrounding fields into like a big meadow. It's awesome. And it's got lots of colors, and it's just very aesthetic. So I tried to do that here, in the middle of nowhere, many, many thousands of blocks out, so no one will ever see it. So I'm going to keep doing this, but I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. Filled you in on what I've been trying to do. We explored a little more of what I want to do. And then we explored the new update. It's a really cool update. And I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the cactus flower. I think that's pretty cool. So this place actually gets pretty dangerous at night, but I want to stick around and see the fireflies because it's too pretty to not see, you know. But yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep placing some flowers, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.